All right, that's cool.
You eating spaghetti, my nigga?
And wine.
And wine in a regular cup.
You gotta wash it all down.
Rest in peace, my nigga Tommy Strong. Hear me?
Should have never gave you niggas any money.
All right, so we over the last couple of days we were talking about SNL, and we were talking about your favorite SNL characters or cast members.
Right.
Now, being as though we're '80s babies, we may not necessarily connect to the all-time greats that other people may list, like Eddie Murphy, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, if you haven't went back and watched them, right? But I do have some people who have them on their list. Because when I asked the question to myself, neither one of those guys were on my list. But Brian, you had them on your list.
That's because I watch all the best ofs that be on VH1.
Okay.
They had the funniest skits, so I can't leave off Murphy. I can't leave off Rock. You know what I mean? Chris Farley, but like plus I'm gonna root for everybody black regardless. Like shout out to Keenan.
Yeah, Keenan, my man on that joint. Yeah.
My all-time favorite SNL cast member is Will Ferrell.
I mean, yeah, like I love Will Ferrell. Yeah, he's a legend off that joint.
Eddie Murphy is my favorite SNL character or cast member aside from SNL. But Will Ferrell, he has the most memorable sketches. Will Ferrell has them for me. Will Ferrell, Eddie, Eddie is still in my top 5 though. Eddie out of all of them is still in my top 5 because I remember when I first started watching SNL, I started watching it because it was a rerun and I saw Eddie Murphy was playing James Brown. The get in the hot tub scene. That shit had me dying laughing. His Gumby was funny. And his Mr. Rogers, his version of Mr. Rogers' neighborhood was funny to me. But Will Ferrell, that era was probably my favorite era, the Will Ferrell era, where you had Will Ferrell, Chris Farley. Norm Macdonald is actually one of my favorite SNL cast members.
Yeah, he was one of the best doing the update, the news joint.
Yeah. Sherry O'Terry is up there for me.
Tina Fey.
I like Tina, but I feel like Tina definitely benefited from having her from looking like Sarah Palin.
That's true.
I think she had a great Sarah Palin.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I respect Kenan Thompson. I mean, but you know what I'm saying, Kenan Thompson was already stamped for me before he went to SNL. He's like one of the only people I know that I knew before he went to SNL. Like we knew Kenan as a kid, and then he went to SNL. Him and same thing for Leslie Jones. Like I knew about Leslie Jones before she went to SNL.
Right.
Yeah.
The others I didn't know about. Like the other people, I learned who they were after SNL.
How was Adam Sandler's skits on SNL?
Adam was funny. Adam has one of the best skits on SNL because he had the Hanukkah song.
Yeah.
And the Hanukkah song is it's like amongst the SNL alum, that's probably one of the biggest skits when he does the Hanukkah song. Another sleeper like Tim Meadows. You talking about looking out for the black. Tim Meadows held it down for like the black man on SNL for a long time.
Respects.
And to me, I think I feel like out of all of the movies that are loosely based off of an SNL character, I feel like The Ladies Man was probably like one of the funniest ones. So Tim Meadows will always, and Tim Meadows should have been in starring in more movies than just The Ladies Man. If I think about just his little bit roles in a lot of the, like even when he was in Grown Ups, when they were having that little, I'm saying, back and forth, when they were cooking them, and he was saying, what? Like his timing has always been perfect, so he knows how to. You know, that's another thing about the SNL the cast members. They know how to. When you put them in a movie, they're likely going to steal a scene. And you think about that's how Will really got his bones. Will Ferrell, before he got a legit role, he was just stealing scenes in other movies. From Austin Powers, like the whole leg broken thing when he was playing Mustafa. Number one, why is your name Mustafa? That's number one. Let's address that. Why are you this big ass curly haired white dude? Your name is Mustafa, right? You already know you're gonna get some laughs out of that. And then you don't even have the fact that you didn't have to see him and you still laughed. That lets you know that Will Ferrell was gonna be a guy. I think Adam Sandler, like, listen, I love Will Ferrell, but Adam Sandler is probably my favorite SNL cast member not named Eddie Murphy outside of the movies, just because of the comedy machine that he's allowed his other cast members to be a part of outside. Like, I don't see other SNL cast members in Will Ferrell movies. He doesn't like whereas Adam Sandler, you always gonna see SNL former cast members in his movies.
That's true.
And the fact that he got to deal with Netflix where he's just cranking out, comedy gold from the new one, The Wrong Missy, The Do-Over,
Watched that one last night.
Murder Mystery.
I was gonna catch that one. Let me catch that one.
Which one? Murder Mystery?
That shit funny as hell.
Murder Mystery was really good. Put it like this: Murder Mystery is one of the best whodunit movies, like in that vein, with like that Clue type movie.
Yeah.
Murder Mystery is one of the best ones I've ever seen because it didn't take it too serious, but it was still good. And him and Jennifer Aniston's chemistry has always been good.
We gotta talk about, if you want to talk about the best SNL like jump offs, like the glow ups or whatever, you gotta talk about Jimmy Fallon.
Why?
Like, because he's got the Tonight Show right now, bro. That's like the pinnacle of comedy as far as that.
Like, who else was up? I didn't know who else was in the running for it first.
I think everybody who they wanted to make, who they wanted to put there was
Jimmy
Fallon.
Fallon. I hated Jimmy Fallon on SNL.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not really the biggest.
I hated Jimmy Fallon on SNL.
He's not bad.
I like him a lot more as the host of the Tonight Show, but right. I hated him on, like, number one, Will Ferrell would crack the funniest jokes and like not laugh, and everybody else would be laughing. Like, yo, how's this dude not laughing? Jimmy Fallon, on the other hand, would have the corniest lines, the weakest skits, and would be dying laughing. Like, bro, that shit wasn't even funny. Why are you laughing?
Right.
He's one of those guys that try to laugh to make you laugh, and it don't work. Like, nah, it wasn't funny. Stop it, Jimmy. Just stop it. But Jimmy Fallon, he wouldn't. I don't think Jimmy Fallon. If I list 25 people, Jimmy Fallon wouldn't be one of them. Jimmy Fallon wouldn't make the list.
Wow.
Molly Shannon, Amy Poehler, Tracy Morgan.
Amy Poehler, yeah, absolutely.
Tracy Morgan was hilarious on SNL.
I didn't catch that run. I didn't catch his run like that. I didn't see a lot from that run.
Mike Myers.
Morgan.
Phil Hartman is another one of my favorites. Phil Hartman. Oh man, rest in peace to Phil Hartman. But that mid-90s cast, they had some classics.
Yeah, definitely.
Because everybody didn't have to be the star, but everybody, like, that's the thing about, I was talking about it the other day. I'm like, the one thing about that one, or that crew, is that people, like, they were more invested in just being part of the bit versus having to be the star. You didn't have to write the bit around me. As long as I'm in it, I got a shot to make a winner. Right. And I think that's what a lot of these guys, that's what they had. Whereas, like, now it's like, if you're not Jason Sudeikis, you know what I'm saying, who's another one of my favorites, by the way. Or if you're not doing the nightly news like Michael Shea, you really got to struggle to find your footing. You know, Pete Davidson even talked about that a little bit about, you know, struggling to find your footing
Right.
and being like the I guess the punching bag or the lowest guy on the totem pole and struggling to get your bits off.
Right.
I mean, but it's hard if you're around a whole bunch of funny motherfuckers and yours just not, you know what I'm saying, as funny. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for you to, you know what I'm saying, get your shit off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean that's true. But imagine having to deal with that, but also having to deal with the hierarchy, where it's like, okay, these guys are here, but they also movie stars. So you're
Yeah,
not
it's
even a
definitely
movie
common.
star. So I can have a funnier bit than you, but you are more popular because you're a movie star. So your bits are going to get more. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be heavier. Or we going to put more of his bits in because he's bringing more eyeballs to it, even if I have funny stuff.
Jay Farrell talked about that too. He
Yeah.
talked about how it was kind of hard to break some of his stuff in, and they only wanted him to do certain things, this, that, and the third.
Really only good for impersonations, bro. He's like, Jay Farrell was not like, he's not that funny for real. He's really not.
Yeah, no, I agree that he's not
So
the
if you only
funny.
got one lane, it's gonna be hard for you when you got other motherfuckers who can guest star, you know what I'm saying, guest host, and like they can do impersonations too. Now you're gonna have to try to impersonate battle and shit. Come on, bro. Like you got one lane, you gotta branch out sometimes, bro.
Yeah, I agree because when you have a guy like, because I think about Ari Spears when I think about Jay Farrell. It's like, or I think Affion Crockett. Like those guys are like, actually, they're funny without impersonations.
Yeah.
Like you got to be able to bring, like if you're gonna be an impressionist, you gotta be constantly evolving your material around those characters. You know, like you can't just continue to do the same thing. Like it's gonna be a time and a place where you can like lay those down, but like you got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, be versatile, you know, and I think that's sort of like what Tony's saying. Like Jay Farrell, just even if he can do it, he sort of, you can tell he struggled to do it on SNL, and that's why he didn't get as much shine as he should have.
Bro, if you put him on a skit with Keenan, and Keenan can do impersonations too. You put him on a Steve Harvey joint with
Oh
Keenan.
my God.
He's gonna kill him in that, and you
Keenan,
won't have to try to
Steve
go
Harvey.
up against that. It's hilarious. So you could be trying to impersonate somebody, but he's already killing it with. It's come on, bro. It's an uphill battle for you.
Like when Keenan does Steve Harvey, it's like, oh my, it's a wrap. Like I would
Hilarious.
put like imagine being able to have Keenan do Steve Harvey, and then have Will Ferrell do Alex Trebek on Jeopardy.
Oh, yeah.
Like have Keenan do Steve Harvey on Jeopardy with Norm Macdonald and Will Ferrell as Alex Trebek. Like Norm Macdonald when he would do what's my guy name? Burt Reynolds. Like you you gotta be able to bring it. You gotta be able to bring it. And I think but Jay Farrell, man, I still will check him out if I get a chance because I think he's a funny dude. It's just as far as
it's not saying he ain't funny. He's funny, but it's just it's a limit to it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I mean, yeah, like if he's trying, I think he needs to work his stuff. He needs to work out his stuff that doesn't include his
That's
impersonation.
what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And I think that's the problem with a lot of guys that do impersonate. Not a lot of guys. Like we brought up Affion and we brought up Aries. Aries is a really redundant.
Affion rap, Affion dance, Affion can probably sing, and he's just funny as shit. And he feeds off your, you know what I'm saying, you're funny.
Affion is hilarious, man.
Hilarious, man.
Man, he's like seriously, like before I knew he could do impressions, like I knew he was funny. Like, yo, this dude is funny as hell.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna talk about it today, but we gotta talk about how Aries Spears, every time Mike Epps does a Instagram post about black people, Aries Spears is coming back behind him, calling him Uncle basically. And he'd be right though. He'd be right. I'm not gonna low key. But we're not gonna talk about it today.
Aries is so bitter, man. Like it's funny, but it's sad at the same time. He's just so bitter.
He'd be right. He was right about this.
I'm not saying he don't have.
He wasn't wrong, yeah. The shit I heard him say about Mike.
I'm not saying that he don't be right, but you can still tell it. A lot of times it seems like he comes from a
absolutely.
bitter place.
Facts, especially like when he was talking about like Jordan Peele and Michael Key,
Yeah.
like that.
Even when he talked about Kevin Hart, I'm like, yo, you bitter.
That too, yeah, that too.
And the funny thing is, it's like he talks about Mike Epps, but at one point they was on the same side. This is Kevin Hart.
Yeah, yeah, but
So-
I mean,
so
Mike
what
Epps
is
is
it?
not a pocket.
Like, why are you opposed to everybody?
I don't know why he's deciding like to go back behind everything that Mike Epps is saying, but I just think it's funny as fuck. Like it's because he's right at the end of the day, but why you keep going back behind this man and not predicting everything he's saying, even though everything he's saying is wrong, but whatever. Nah, man. What? So we talked about Norm. We talked about. We haven't talked about the president. Like Will Ferrell doing George W. Like Will Ferrell doing
what?
George W.
That was hilarious. Will Ferrell has George W. That's great. When he did when him and Sherry O'Terry used to do the cheerleaders, that's one of my favorites. If you ever get a chance, huh?
Did they ever bring back Dana Carvey to do George Senior and him and Will Ferrell to do George GW?
I'm gonna check it out. They might have, maybe at a reunion or something like that. But then that's a classic if they do that.
If they did that, I want to see it. Yeah, because Dana Carvey was good George Bush when he was out.
Another I gotta go back to Molly Shannon. I feel like Molly Shannon
Underrated.
set the bar for the ladies for a long time, because for a long time there wasn't a lot of like memorable ladies that you take their name home and like, yo, she's got to be in the movie. Like now you have Molly Shannon, you have Sherry O'Terry, you have Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, and now you have Kristen Wiig and Kate McKinnon. Like they're now, like, I think their work in Ghostbusters and Brides, like Kristen Wiig, oh my goodness, like Bridesmaid is hilarious.
Yeah, fact.
Right? Bridesmaid, like I don't think people talk about Bridesmaids enough because it's called Bridesmaid.
It's
a funny ass movie.
I don't think I saw
People
that.
hated on Ghostbusters, that version of Ghostbusters. It kind of got weird at the end, but it was funny. It was funny to me.
I thought it was funny.
McKinnon was funny in that. Like I liked her character, and Kristen Wiig is always Kristen Wiig, but yeah, she was cool. I liked it. I'm kind of like, it's weird how much like backlash that got when it came out. I understand the backlash, but yeah.
Another one that Kristen Wiig was in that I thought was like a hacky but funny movie. I just liked it. With another SNL member was MacGruber. I love MacGruber.
Yeah.
MacGruber was funny, right?
Somebody they didn't get enough out of Maya Rudolph.
Oh, I feel like Maya blossomed after SNL.
Right.
What Maya does in movies, and like her voices, like she does the voiceover for the hormone monstrous on Big Head.
Wow.
She has me dying laughing. Like Maya Rudolph is like, and I'm always love Maya Rudolph just because of who her mama is. So
Minnie Riperton,
that's Minnie Riperton's baby. So yeah. I'm always gonna love me some Maya Rudolph.
Right. That's why I didn't get the hate that that they giving Rashida Jones for being in Black as Fuck.
I like Black as Fuck.
I got a little. We're gonna have to have a whole show about the new Black content.
How I am, B. I like content that give Black actors work.
Yeah, no, and I do too. It brings up a lot of good topics. I'm not sure how funny, like a lot of the. I don't know, man. It's Blackish, but with Kenya Barris. So, but as a like satirical parody of it, and it's I don't know. It hits and misses, and it's a lot probably like really dry, and some of the dryness. I like dry humor. I like dry humor, and it didn't hit for me a lot of times. But some of the topics hit, and some of the topics also was like, man, y'all doing a little bit of a disservice to some of these topics by doing it the way y'all doing it. So, yeah, man, but I don't. We can get into that a lot deeper than that, but. There's some other stuff I want to talk about as far as Tyler Perry and all, you know what I mean, all that.
Yeah, we can have that conversation.
Okay.
But okay, so another actor from SNL that I gotta give props. Andy Samberg. I ain't mentioned Andy Samberg.
That's my man's.
Andy Samberg.
Yeah,
Look, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is like one of my favorite shows. Like I don't know why a lot more people not talking about that show. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is like, it's like too funny.
I don't watch it, but every time I do see an episode, it's the funniest. Like I'll see 2 or 3 episodes at a time, and I'll be like, yeah, it's hilarious.
When people say they watch The Office, if they say they watch The Office, but then don't say they can watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I look at them sideways. Like how?
Right.
Like it's how? Oh, Daryl Hammond was another good one. I like Daryl Hammond. but when you talk about the classic cast members, when you talk about Bill Murray,
Danny Aykroyd,
John Belushi, that's another good one. Of course, you got Dan Aykroyd. Oh, that's the best adaptation to me. Coneheads.
Oh, Coneheads.
Coneheads is that is my movie.
People say
SNL skit?
Yeah.
People gonna say Blues Brothers. Let's talk about Blues. Not talk about it because
Blues Brothers is classic. Don't get me wrong. Blues Brothers is classic, but Coneheads, bro.
It's funny.
Coneheads is stamped.
It was funny.
My mother was chewing condoms, bro.
That was like stupid funny, bro.
Yeah, it was just Dumb and Dumber type stuff going on all over it. But to me, it's funny than Dumb and Dumber. I know people gonna go crazy.
What's funny than Dumb and Dumber?
I
can't agree with that one.
I got Dumb and Dumber over Coneheads. I love Coneheads, trust me, but Dumb and Dumber over Coneheads. Y'all wild, bro. I want to fight you sometimes, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Shit you be saying.
So you taking Dumb and Dumber over Coneheads?
I am, yeah.
I'm taking Coneheads over Dumb and Dumber.
Horror movies in the world, bro. What are you talking about? Man? You watch some of the worst horror movies in the world, but you coming for me right now.
The worst horror movies?
Yeah, you got what's it called? Zipper Up? What the fuck you call it?
Zipper Up.
What was it?
Come on, Killjoy.
Killjoy?
Killjoy, yes.
Bro, all right. Okay, so you want to go there. This is someone who loves scary movies, and honestly, I haven't seen a decent scary movie since probably 2005, 2006. To the point where I'm like, yo, that's a dope scary movie to me.
You like Insidious?
I watch them. They not really that.
You don't like Insidious?
I watch every one of them. I watch. That's what I'm saying. This is my point. This is the point I'm making. I love scary movies. I haven't seen a scary movie that scares me in a long time. So I'll watch all these movies. I watch every Insidious out. I like the series.
James
James
Wan is a beast. Like, I think a lot of people don't talk about his name because the horror genre doesn't get the publicity as it should get like it used to when you would drop a Stephen King or James Carpenter or Francis Ford Coppola. But James Wan, listen, the man wrote Insidious and Conjuring, and they took over to the point where we have 4 Insidious and like 8 Conjuring movies with more to come. James Wan is a beast. Like his ability. Like I understand Tony saying that he's not scared, but if you go to the theater, you like the only one that's not scared because the whole audience of people who jumping out their goddamn seats at James Wan movies, man.
I'm not saying it's not scary. Like, I mean, the jump scare is always gonna scare you. But me, like you can ask Youngin. We be watching movies. I'm like this, hey, because she don't like scary movies. If she go to a scary movie with me, I'm like, hey, Cover your eyes. It's about to happen right now. Ah! She's like, oh my God, how did you know? I know movies. You know what I'm saying? I just know this shit. It got to the point where I know. It got to the point where I know everything that's about to happen. I mean, it's just not what it used to be like when I was younger watching scary movies growing up.
So you're saying they're too
Now,
predictable?
yes, every scary movie is too predictable. Every comedy is predictable now. Bro, they hate watching movies with me, bro. I be like this. Oh shit, okay, I know what's about to happen. I watched Johnny English for the first time, the second one.
Yeah.
Like a few days ago with her.
Bean?
Soon as they showed,
Bean?
You said B.
Bean.
Yeah, Mr. Bean, yeah. No, but
Yeah.
it was the second movie, the second Johnny English joint. Soon as they showed the white dude from The Wire, I was like this. He the bad guy. Soon as they showed him in the
Of
first
course.
2 minutes.
He's always the bad guy.
No, it's just the way they showed him. I'm like this. He the bad guy. I ain't say shit. I'm just like this. He the bad guy. Watching the movie, they threw three other bad guys in. I'm like this. I'm like, you still don't know what's going on? She's like, no. I'm like, okay. I just let her watch the whole movie. I was like, I tried to tell you from the beginning. Every movie is just like that to me. But scary movies have definitely went smooth downhill. All the remakes of Jason, Freddy Krueger, Halloween.
The Jason remakes, I ain't gonna say they trash, but they not hit. They don't hit like they used to.
Trash. Jason don't run. They got Jason running. Jason 8 feet tall now. He diesel. He body bench. Come on, bro. I want to hear all that shit, bro. Like,
I feel like what Freddy was made they put so much pressure on everybody else to outdo Freddy, and you couldn't do anything to outdo Freddy because he was pop culture. Freddy was funny and he was menacing and he killed you in your dreams, right?
It's a dope concept. This period, like getting killed or having somebody really try to attack you in your dreams. That's the concept itself is hard to beat. Period. Like,
because I mean, in reality, that's like, man, nobody, like, your nightmares is something you can't win, and you can't not have a nightmare. You can't like, I'm going to sleep with no nightmares. It don't work that way. You going to sleep, you might just have a nightmare.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
no, even the remakes of the Freddy's are trash.
I mean, he pretty much set in stone, like, bro, you can't imitate him, bro.
I feel like with Freddy, they sort of knew, like, they was ahead of the curve. Like, they was ahead of the curve. It's like, okay, we probably can't scare people, so we still got to entertain them. So they sort of like added comedy or like comical ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at the first Freddy, wasn't nothing funny about that. That was like, it was a lot of gore, a lot of blood coming for you. And then you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you look at the first Freddy and then look at all the other ones, it just got funnier and funnier and funnier without being like spoofy. Whereas I feel like Killjoy it seems a little spoofy. Right?
But I be fucking with you. I be fucking with you when I say Killjoy. I'll still watch Killjoy. It's funny to me. I mean,
but,
it's not
a lot of these movies are like, they come off spoofy. When you get like Killer Centipede, Human Centipede, and all that crap, like, come on, yo.
Stupid. Even Saw, people love Saw, and I hate it.
I love Saw.
Why don't you like Saw?
You hate all the Saws?
Yeah,
it's just gruesome. Saw is just scary. It's just gruesome.
Yeah,
it's like make you cringe.
Yeah, I'm not.
But that's what a lot of people went to go see old school scary movies for, the gore. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, fake eyeball poked into the fucking.
Yeah, Saw it's gruesome because it's like people fear torture. Nobody wants to get tortured, and Saw is about torture. And that's what I like about Saw.
I just never found it entertaining. Like, I'm good. I'm straight. I don't want to see nobody rip their face off to get out of it.
You one of those guys who throw up at the sight of blood, Brian?
Oh.
Let's get deep into this real quick. What's going on?
Nah, can we talk about your headboard? Let's talk about your. Can we talk about your headboard?
I thought we were throwing something else. We can take it left if we want to. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be very, you know what I'm saying, focused on the show. I could have been throwing jabs the whole time, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was relaxing. Are we going to do this right now or what?
Nah, we got it.
There we go, my man. I'm going to let you pass on that one.
I don't need a pass. But we can do that. We can do with the importance off. With the red dot off. We can go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stay focused real quick, light skin. Continue, sir.
It's always post editing.
You don't edit shit, nigga. What's out of here?
Nah, he no edits.
Yeah, exactly.
Not right now. We good. Nah.
All right, so we talk about the SNL cast members on SNL. Obviously, I think we all had the same number one as far as
That nigga got the
movie
nosy
stars
neighbor
out.
blind right there. Peeking through the blind and shit. I see you, Brian. You got the nosy neighbor blinds.
Number
Yeah.
one, dog. Number
Yeah.
one.
He just panned to it.
All
Number
right,
one.
Back to it. Yeah. The SNL. Let's go. SNL.
so all right, so we spoke about the cast members on set, and I think we all share the same number one, like movie star that away from SNL, right? Eddie Murphy, is that everybody's number one?
Yeah.
That's my number one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, like I said, I'm like real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know all the older SNL cast. So I can't,
Okay, so
I can't
so
delve
I'll rank.
into that.
So you have Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, John Belushi, Chris Farley, Adam Sandler, Mike Myers,
I
Dana
would have to say
Carvey,
Adam Sandler to me.
David Spade,
Might as well have to be
Martin
Adam
Short
Sandler.
actually did one season. He did one season. Martin Short did. Who?
I don't know. I'll say probably Eddie Murphy's probably the best, but like, as far as my favorite, I probably got to agree with Rock. I'll probably say Adam Sandler just because I grew up watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude, the band was funny.
Adam
dog.
is number two for me. It's Eddie Murphy is my number one. Adam Sandler is my number two. Will Ferrell is my number three.
Might as well have to be Adam, Eddie, then Will. Not, I mean, I know we're supposed to be Black Power right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
No. Listen, who you
yeah,
like is who you like.
I feel you. But yeah.
SNL is not the blackest show in the world either. So
No,
it's
no,
kind of like,
I mean, but yeah, so you're supposed to pick the black guy. So we're supposed to pick the black guy to win, but whatever. But yeah,
And-
Eddie Murphy will have to be by second. Adam Sandler has to be first, and Will Ferrell. Because really, Adam Sandler and Will, they still pushing out, you know what I'm saying, great content now.
Yeah, I get why you say. I can get how. I trust me. I understand why you would say that, because as great as Eddie's movies are, it's only like Adams is giving you more movies, and you can look for Adam to give you more movies going forward. Will can give you more movies going forward.
Yeah.
But that also
Eddie
makes me think about
too, but
but not at the same clip.
yeah,
And plus, like I said earlier, Adam Sandler has a team. So even if he's not the star of a movie, he may be co-starring in a movie. He may be, you know what I'm saying, a bit role in a movie he's producing.
yeah, I was waiting to see him in The Wrong Missy. I was like, he gonna pop out somewhere. I ain't see him.
So you know what? I can see how I wouldn't be mad at him. Like, I'm not mad at you for taking Adam over Eddie, but Adam, like, the movies that Eddie gave me are like my favorite movies of all time. Whereas
Okay, yeah.
Adam, like Happy Gilmore, is the ranking movie for me, right? There's no debate about what's my number one Adam Sandler movie. You know what I'm saying?
Big Daddy.
It's like
It's
Happy Gilmore,
Big Daddy, Little
all
Nicky.
those
He
fight
has
for
a
number
lot
2 and
that-
3. The rest of
Nah.
them fight for 2 and 3 to me.
That's a debate to me every day. Every time I see him, like, yo, that shit hilarious. And you watch another one, they just go like this.
No, I agree, but like for me, it's like they all fight for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whereas Happy Gilmore is number 1 for me. Whereas with Eddie, like Harlem, like I can, one of them can be number 1. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how potent those were for me. Will Ferrell, same thing. But the thing about it is, Chris Rock is one of my favorite stand-up comedians. He just don't translate to the movies for me. So it's
Right.
tough to rank him amongst the top 5 based on but in pop culture, he ranks.
I like Chris Rock better in movies than stand up.
Chris Rock
Really?
is funny, dog.
I don't like his stand up like that.
I love bigger, Blacker and Deaf. Oh my, Chris Rock. Like, and then his last one, Tambourine,
Mm.
classic.
Oh, you like that?
That's not funny.
I go check that
Classic.
one out. I go check that one out.
It was funny. It was funny.
Classic.
Okay.
Like I mean, he came with it. Like for all these comedians who are getting that Netflix platform that are already legends, I thought he came out and smoked it.
Hey, hold on real quick. Hey,
Smoke.
B, you want to cut a light on in your room real quick? You looking like Kimbo Slice right now, bruh. Put a light on. Cut a light on, bruh. That natural outside light ain't working right now. You feel me?
Well, I don't know,
Kimbo
bro. Chris
stressing
Rock
over there.
don't do it for me. He's like DL Hughley, bro. They just don't. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, y'all not funny to me,
Great.
bro.
I'm not
D.L.
saying they
Hughley's
not
hilarious.
funny
You tripping?
He's not.
in
bro.
movies. I like both of them better in movies.
Zombie
D.L. Hughley had me have you die laughing in person. Damn a movie.
I never met him in person.
All right, so you haven't had that experience.
on stage.
I've never seen him on stage neither, but he said in person. So I'm figuring like, hey, what up, boy? I'm DL. I'm just saying.
That shit is hand.
That's what I'm saying. Like you've seen him. You probably, you know what I'm saying, walked up to him like, yo, funny as shit. Dap up, walk off. I've never seen him like physically.
He don't do it for me, bro.
For a second, Mike Myers seemed like Mike Myers had his name up there for a while with the Wayne's Worlds, and then to get
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers, and then to go to get Shrek
Then the Love Guru.
and the Love Guru, absolutely, and the Love Guru. Can't forget the Love Guru.
Yes, you can. You can forget it.
The Love Guru was like a weird part 5 of Austin Powers in a way.
That was
That's
his
why they
decline,
stopped.
right?
That's why it was good to stop.
That
It
was his
was-
decline.
A departure. I would say departure. Like a departure from his norm. I won't call it a decline. I respect these guys too much to say decline. We need to stop saying decline. We just say
Departure
it's
is
just a
even worse.
No, it's just a departure from his norm.
Departure means, all right, we got let you go. You know what I'm saying? That's,
No. It's a
decline is
departure
like,
from his
all
norm, not from the game, just from what you're used to. It's a difference. It's different. Decline is negative. It's down. Not separate, but down.
why did you post that, bro? Whatever. Whatever. Oh, Lord, this nigga here.
He's the real number one.
Don't know what you're talking about, bro. The people don't know what you're talking about, bro.
I mean,
Another one of to dial back real quick. Another one of my favorite SNL characters who does great in movies is Bill Hader. Bill Hader,
yeah,
he's a player out here in Hollywood. He does some great stuff.
Fact.
Bill Hader was in Year One. He had me dying laughing in Year One. The Jack Black movie, and he had the black face. All you saw was eyeballs. I'm like, yo, that's Bill Hader silly ass. He was funny in Superbad.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the cops in Superbad with Rogan.
Yeah. And it too.
He was in Tropic Thunder as the assistant.
Yo, Bill
He
Hader
respect
is
that ass like
funny.
But he's like a funny on the low though. Like you gotta really pay attention to him.
Right, but it's like, damn, like, yo, he can run it though. He brings the jokes and he's smart as hell.
He has
And
a
he
show on HBO too.
He had a show called Barry, and that show is funny. If you ever get a chance to watch Barry, he's good on Barry.
I've seen the preview all the time. I just haven't watched it yet.
He's like a serial killer looking. It's like he's like a serial killer, but it's not about him being a serial killer. It's about him outside of being a serial killer. But it's a good show though.
It's on Netflix.
I think it's an HBO show, so it's probably on Hulu.
I
You probably can watch it on Hulu.
I got both of them, so you good.
So you green as eggs in hand, baby. And another one of the ladies that I like. She was in the Goods with Jeremy Piven. Anna Gasteyer.
That's her name.
Yeah, she's like red. She's like a redhead.
She was in Step Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, she's in Step Brothers. She's in a
plays-
lot of. She's in a do-over actually.
She's typecast a lot. She
She's
plays the
just
same role.
But she kills that role though, man.
No, she's funny, but I'm just saying, like, it's like, all right, It's like the I can't remember his name for shit. He was in The Wrong Missy. He was the best friend.
And which one?
The Wrong Missy. He was the best
Oh,
friend.
yeah.
He plays the same role over and over. He gets annoying. Yes, he does, nigga. Watch every movie he's in. Every Adam Sandler movie he's in. He's the same dude, bruh. Grandma's Boy. Every movie, he's the same dude, bruh.
He got a few movies where he's tame. He's similar to it, but he's tame. Like in the Do-Over. If you watch the Do-Over, he's in the Do-Over. He doesn't play the same role in the Do-Over.
I'll watch the Do-Over there. That's one movie he's not the same person, bro. Every other movie he's the same, bro. As soon as I saw him in that shit, I was like this. Oh my god, he about to give me a headache.
Oh, you not a fan of his?
It's the same. No, bro. It's like he's funny. I'm not saying he's not funny, but it's just like, bro. It's like he'll force it. He'll force it.
If y'all don't know what he's talking about Nick Swanston. That's what he's talking about. Nick Swanston.
Okay.
He was from Reno 911.
Grandma's Boy, all that shit. It's just the same character.
Lucky
man.
Larson.
Like, the same character, bro. Like he's funny. I'm not saying he's not funny, but it just gets to a point where it's just like this, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, you gotta go somewhere else with it. Like, try a serious role. Like, switch and be a serious character one time. I'm like, all right, and then I'll appreciate your forced jokes one. You feel me?
Do you really want him to be a serious character though?
I want him to be something different than what he is.
Different. I want him to be different, but not serious.
What can you be from there? He's already So you want him to be? You want him to
You don't have to
transition
be
from?
buffoonish. I feel like he's just always
That's what I'm saying.
buffoonish.
It's forced jokes. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, your grandma. All right, come on, bro. All right, cool. Next thing you know, he gonna be. He got to be a physical character now. He gonna go Martin's role. He gonna go Jim Carrey next.
He's actually a physical character in the Do-Over.
See what I'm saying?
But it's funny.
I called it. I didn't even
But
see
it's
that
funny.
shit.
But
A lot of
physical
people think
comedy is
he's
a part
funny
of
in other
comedy.
movies. But no, it's just him. Like, okay, if 5 of his movies, if 5 out of 7 of the movies I've seen you in, you are the same. I'm gonna force these jokes. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be comic relief, but the main character's actually funnier than me. So I'm just throwing out bad forced jokes. It gets annoying, bruh. Like, do something else. Like when Kevin Hart did the what's the movie he did?
40-year-old version.
No. That was hilarious though. But the one he just did with the white dude when he was a paraplegic.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Like, he was still funny, but it was a more
Him and
serious
Cranston,
side.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, it was a more serious side. Do something like that, bro. I want to see something where you're not like just spewing out random jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't always have to battle another character with jokes.
Sometimes
you don't know. Your mother like it, huh?
I mean, because to your
Bro,
point,
Adam Sandler, you're mad, bro. But like, your ass.
right, but
hey,
if you think about it, Adam Sandler, like,
give me something else.
what movies do Adam Sandler produce that aren't comedies that's gonna require people to play? Like, I feel like that's like their shtick, where it's like he has like three or four people that they're gonna play those type of roles in those movies.
Adam Sandler's the man, the cross-eyed dude. He ain't been cross-eyed in like the last 5 movies you've seen him in.
But he's still been the same type of person, though.
No, he been chilling. The cross-eyed dude from the Waterboy. Stupid nigga. The movies he hasn't been cross-eyed. He just been a regular dude. The Wrong Missy. He back to the cross-eyed. All right, I appreciate it. There you go. That's a cross-eyed nigga again. This nigga's the same dude in every movie.
Like, nah, I mean,
oh, he gonna try to debate me, nigga. I watch this movies all the time, bro.
No, what I'm saying is, I feel like if like he has a variation to it that you're not giving him credit for. Because if you think about when he's on Reno 911, he's playing a gay character on Reno 911.
I watched Reno 911 for like 1 season. I stopped watching it.
I'm just saying, like, he played a gay character. But he's played a porn star. He's done other things. It's just, I mean, to be honest with you, he's probably just limited creatively. You know what I'm saying? He's probably just limited creatively.
World Smalls violin.
You feel me? Bruh, you're not gonna change my mind. I watch these movies over and over. You know, I don't mind watching a movie 30 times. I'll watch a movie back to back after I watch it, hit play again. I watch these movies, bro. Like, it's not a difference. It's the same.
9 o'clock.
He like a Tyler Perry, then always playing Medea. It's like for like 30
Oh,
years.
Tyler Perry can switch it up, bro. Tyler Perry has played police. He's played lawyers. He switches it up.
Yeah, when he switched to them play the action movie, it wasn't the best, bro. It
The
wasn't the best.
movie just wasn't really that good, but
So, are y'all looking forward to Coming to America too?
no.
Not
Why
really.
not?
They have ruined, to me, they've ruined every movie that they've redone.
No,
I got the Hookup 2,
Wait.
How High 2.
Why are we? Wait. Is that what we're doing? Are we
What?
talking about Coming to America, and then making Coming to America 2? We comparing that to I Got the Hookup and How High 2?
They're doing the same thing, bro. They're getting
But they're
all the
not
funny,
though.
brother. They're getting all the funny people who are relevant, funny right now, and they're pushing them all in one movie.
Yeah, but the difference, there's a big difference in those movies, Tony. The big difference is I Got the Hookup 2
Mhm.
and How High 2 weren't they're not being made by like legit studios trying to knock out blockbusters. They basically making straight to DVD movies. That's what those were. Coming to America 2 won't be a straight to DVD movie.
It's not going
It's
to be
a
a straight to
big
DVD movie,
production
but it's going to be the same
with a
thing.
big budget.
Is it still gonna,
You're going to
is it
get
still
to the
gonna be Eddie
movies and be
Murphy
like,
running it?
why did they have to make this? Yeah, I think they got Eddie Murphy. Why did they have to put this out, bro? Why? It was perfectly fine the way it was.
It
It's
definitely,
going to be,
it
it's going to
definitely,
be a
it can,
forced movie.
Hey, yo, both
Yeah, I
it
can
can
see
definitely
that.
end up like Anchorman too.
It's
Like,
going to be terrible. It's going to be a forced movie, bro, for no reason.
Oh,
Y'all
did
should
you
have
not
just
like
left it
Anchorman
alone.
2?
it had its parts, but it wasn't as funny as one at all. Like, in the least bit.
And I don't even like Anchorman 1 like that.
Oh, you smack.
No, I'm not smacked.
Yeah, you absolutely are smack.
I'm not smacked.
That's that Florida water right there.
Ah, nigga.
Yeah.
He just want me to go so bad. I'm trying to stay professional right now. We're recording. Right.
How
Watch yourself,
professional are you
Light-Skin.
trying to be when you taking shots at Anchorman,
I
bro?
didn't take a shot. I just said I don't really like Anchorman. It's funny. It has a Jack Black kicking the dog. That shit hilarious. It's funny, but it's not. In fact, it's not my best Will Ferrell movie.
What is the best
Part
Will
two.
Ferrell?
To me,
I like the other
Are you
guys,
asking me?
bro.
the other guy's hilarious. Step Brothers is hilarious.
Anchorman's better than other guys.
No,
Anchorman's better than other guys.
no, bro.
There's only like two
Not
movies you can
better
mention
than
that better than Anchorman. You can say Ricky Bobby,
Talladega
Talladega Nights,
Nights.
or you can say Step Brothers.
Bruh, I mean, like I said, you said you and my father, y'all on the same page with that. My father loves Anchorman. He's one like, yo, you tripping. I'm like, bro, it's just not my favorite Will Ferrell movie, bro. It's just not.
That's fine.
I
Just
didn't say it was a bad movie. I didn't say it was a bad movie. Like I said, it's still funny. It's still a Will Ferrell funny movie. That's just not my favorite Will Ferrell movie. But so me going into it, I'm like this. I really didn't care for the first one, but it was still funny. Let me watch the second.
So what I'm saying is, I think Brian is more closer to I guess the point of making a part 2 of Anchorman because it's a big production. But I got the Hookup and How High 2.
I get what you're saying on
Those
the budget
movies,
wise.
matter of fact, they should get sued for making that shit. They should. I Got the Hookup gets a pass because it was hacky from the beginning. The first one was hacky, so to make a part 2 and it's
First one
hacky, it's
classic.
okay.
The first one classic.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't a class. It was just a hack. It was hacky put together. It was hacky. Whereas How High was a Danny DeVito was behind that one. He produced that. I don't know who decided to and it had Meth and Red. They had chemistry. You knew what you was getting. They had some seasoned actors in that movie. It was a good script. It was funny. I'm saying it was a genuine movie.
Seasoned actors too, bro. They had
I'm sorry?
Ray Davis. How High 2 had some seasoned
Not
actors.
starring. It wasn't. Bro, it was the vehicle was ran by the wrong people. Like you can't. Those guys shouldn't be starring in a movie no time soon. Not together. You know, I root for them, and I'm not mad they got that bag. Get whatever check you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, nah, this ain't it. From the beginning, it was like, this ain't it. Like, at least Method Man was acting. He was having roles. So this wasn't his first time being in a movie. They've been doing scripted work where they can, you know, run a script.
Redman was too
ain't
before
built
that?
for that. Huh?
Redman was too before How High?
They had a TV show. A scripted TV show on MTV. Whereas Yachty is just straight off of I'm a rapper.
Yeah. That's why they picked him though, because Lil Yachty fan base is crazy and DC Young Fly is a
Like I said, I get it, but I don't see that even their fans aren't talking about that movie. They're gonna forget about that shit.
And they should have had at least some part of Method Man and Redman in that movie.
And that was another
knew it
thing.
was gonna be bad when Method and it was like, oh, they ain't gonna have us in it. It's gonna be trash. I was like, oh shit, they don't got them in it. I wasn't looking for that movie. I was looking for How High 2. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just saw that shit. I was like, this.
I don't want y'all to get me wrong. I am skeptical about Coming to America 2. There's skepticism, right? But there's also more curiosity than there is skepticism when it comes to Coming to America 2. Because I just don't see a vehicle led by Eddie Murphy with these people in it. The last time I saw Eddie Murphy in a movie with a cast the way this cast is gonna be, we got Life.
How long ago was that?
Okay. How long ago that's fine. His last movie, he had an ensemble cast, and My Name is Dolomite, and it was a great movie. It was that's the difference. Like, even if they fail to be a funny movie, I at least know that I'm probably going to still get a good movie. Whereas How High 2 and I Got the Hookup 2, they better had be funny movies because we already knew they weren't going to be good movies.
I mean, but Eddie Murphy's job like different as far as acting now. Like Life, you know what I'm saying? Like probably one of my favorite movies from Eddie Murphy. But then you got like the Daddy Daycare Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? Just like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, 1,000 words left and shit like that.
I feel like it's the same Eddie Murphy.
To America, bro.
Not the same.
I feel like Life Eddie Murphy is the same Eddie Murphy in all those movies. Because Life Eddie Murphy isn't the same Eddie Murphy that was in Boomerang and Harlem Nights and Coming to America.
Right.
Those two different guys. Those two different versions. Now there might be.
This version is a third version.
So it's a third version.
Yeah, the Daddy Daycare and shit is a third version of Life then.
Right.
Come on, bro.
But that version of that Life version of Eddie was closer to. I mean, because he had Norbit wasn't a bad movie. Norbit wasn't a bad movie.
Norbit was fire.
The Clumps wasn't like him as a Nutty Professor. Those weren't bad movies.
I don't know him.
It's just once you start getting that Disney money, those Disney movies sort of can mess with the way you put stuff out.
But that's everybody though, bruh. Martin Lawrence, after he started doing when he did Rebound and all these other movies.
First Night, all that stuff.
First Night, he was still that Martin. He was still like
he was the second version, bro. It must be three versions of Martin.
No, and Black Knight, he was still the physical Martin. He was still that Martin. Like I'm gonna do all that. He was still that Martin.
So I
from bruh. The last two Big Mamas, he started to become I'm comfortable Martin. All right, I'm just gonna you know what I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna get this bag and we're gonna put this movie out.
So I split Martin down to two Martins. Skinny face Martin and fat face Martin.
And Black Knight, he was still skinny face Martin.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
He was, bruh. That's one of my bruh.
You like it, and that's okay.
But
he wasn't skinny face Martin.
He was.
He wasn't hitting the coke
yes,
Martin.
He was.
Not like that.
Bruh, he was skinny face Martin in the Black Knight, bruh. He was still physically active.
We got from SNL all the way to Martin. Let's and Martin got banned from SNL, like just as a side note, because he
shouldn't have.
Yeah, it was stupid why he did. He told a joke that they didn't like, And they banned him. Anyway, before we end the show, because I'm gonna get off, y'all can do y'all thing.
We knew you was gonna get off, nigga. We hear water in the background. 5 minutes. Phones up.
Oh,
Phone check, homie.
5 minutes left.
Meat check, homie.
He look like he in the cell like this. Hey, y'all, be quiet. All right,
She ready for dinner. She ready for dinner. Brian said put them buns in the oven. I'm coming.
Is that what Derry said when she's talking about? Dolly said when she said to come back to Florida, bro.
That was a terrible comeback, brother.
Shit.
Is that what she said before she did that?
That's what you was doing on study. You was stuttering when you.
I thought light skinned niggas was smooth. I thought it came out
Spanish.
smooth.
Speaking Spanish too. You said come back to Florida.
Damn, bro.
So you need to come back.
Come back in Spanish.
The top of your beard is like more out. Is that what she grabbed you up like, hey, Brian, stop playing with me, nigga? Is that why you be pausing the video and shit? Hey, stop playing with me, Brian. That's why it's like that, bro. It's all good, brother. Hey, blink twice. Blink twice if you need help, nigga. What the fuck is we talking about here?
Yeah, all you need is a toothpick. You be added busy from Oz right now, bro. Is you good right now? Is you good right now?
All before all of your life. You know what I mean? It's all good, bro.
Now you sunshine.
Okay.
You got it.
Hey, listen, man. It's been a pleasure to have you guys on here. We talked about SML. Brian, you got any parting words for us tonight?
Nah. Shout out to Linktree, bro.
Linktree is linktr.ee/OTRU. You go to our Linktree and you can see any of our platforms from our YouTube, Instagram, our Facebook, Anchor, Apple, Google. It's all on there if you want to find out all of the platforms, whatever's more compatible with you.
And shout out to everybody supporting us. We just crossed 3.5 thousand listens. Shout out to all the countries, all the states that's listening. Shout out to Reese Waters and Get Up DC. Shout out to PMB podcast, man Geach. And shout out to everybody black. Stay
shout
black.
out to our home radio station on the
man, yeah. Absolutely.
Every Monday morning.
The Cook Up every morning, 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. The Cook Up Radio. The app is out. The website's up. Hit them up on IG as well. Yep. That's where we at.
So what we didn't get to talk about, and I'll talk about it in a bonus. We'll give you in a bonus. We're going to talk about Jagged Edge and 112. We're going to talk about Beanie Man and Bounty Killer. And we're going to talk about what we got coming up on Sunday. You know I'm excited for it. Kirk Franklin versus Fred Hammond.
We got the gospel versus.
With T.D. Jakes doing the opening speech. It's going to be lit. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. It's not going to, you got Jesus. You got Jesus in your heart. That's what you got. You got Jesus. What? GP, are you with me? Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, I can't wait. Man, shout out to Versus. Swiss Beats was live with Timbo, and they were talking about how they didn't name the company or whatever. They said they turned down millions of dollars for Versus, for a piece of Versus already.
Yeah, I'm sure it was YouTube, but yeah.
Just turning money down right now. Yeah. Because they wanted to be as organic as possible. And man, they'd be fools to sell a piece of it right now anyway when you still quarantine. Right. Wait until you're not quarantining. You can actually like put Versus TV show when they can do that smash up like they did with, oh my man, listen. These guys, the only thing they missing is my input. That's all they missing.
Hey, Swizz, come holler at my man.
Listen, and he not hitting me back. I text Swizz, he ain't hit me back.
Tim ain't hit you?
I told you I don't have Tim number. I hit Swizz up. Swizz ain't hit me back. He sort of like blew me off a little bit. You can't bother him. Timbo is bougie as fuck. I'm gonna put out there like that. He's bougie. like Swiss is more down to earth. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be in his zone. But Timbo, man, fuck Timbo, man. Fuck him. And he stole one of my beats.
Tell
He
smack the
stole one of
shit
my
out you.
beats, man. Like he didn't steal it, but like what happened was, it's like I was like beating like on, like I was making a beat like boom bop boom boom bop boom boom, and then he stole it and put like a whole bunch of other stuff. You can't tell what it was, but yeah, but fuck Timberland, man. Look, take my listen. I gave some good stuff, man. Y'all need to take it.
Shout out to Versus.
Shout out to Versus. You know, I'm sorry, Tim. I didn't mean it, Timbo.
And
I still love you.
We'll probably do an end of bonus about what's currently happening with this disease country that we live in, and you know what I mean, and just shout out. We didn't even shout out the host, the guests. Shout out to Felicia in the background this time. Silent. The homie Rail.
The guy, Rolly Rail.
And Florida Tony.
The bro.
Tony Rock.
Ugly Handsome in the building.
You know what I mean? A battle expert and our football analyst was in the building talking about comedy. But yeah, we all loved all the same things, so that's all good.
Gentlemen,
but anyway,
it's been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
Absolutely. Y'all you need to come on more. We need to do the interview with you though. I'm not doing it today, but yeah. We need to do
I know you. My bad, Theodore. My bad. I apologize. You know what I mean?
You want to ride up?
All right. Peace.